Seated.
Thank you, Your Honor. For President of the matter of State of Ohio versus Jaden Foster, case number 25CR001291. The defendant is present in court with defense counsel Chad Mulkey. We are here for purposes of a change of plea hearing. The defendant was indicted with a one-count indictment on November 21st, 2025. That one count being counterfeiting, a felony of the 4th degree, in violation of revised code section 2913.30B2. All discovery has been provided to defense at this time, and at the pretrial, a offer was made that the defendant plead to an amended count 1, attempted counterfeiting, a felony of the 5th degree. It is my understanding that today the defendant wishes to accept that offer, withdraw his previously entered plea of not guilty, and enter a plea of guilty to an amended count 1, attempted counterfeiting, a felony of the 4th degree in violation of revised code sections 2923.02 and 2913.30B2. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Mulkey.
Thank you, Your Honor. That is all accurate. I went over the plea paperwork with my client. He indicated he desires to go forward with that change of plea today. I did explain to him that he will have to go over to the probation department for a pre-sentence report, assuming that plea is accepted. He indicated that he may test positive for marijuana today.
Mr. Foster, how old are you?
I'm 20, sir.
How far did you go through school?
I graduated high school.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, sir.
Are you able to read, write, and understand the English language?
Yes, sir.
Prior to coming to court, have you taken any drugs or alcohol or any prescription medication within the last 48 hours?
No, sir.
Pardon?
I said no, sir.
Have you ever been diagnosed with or treated for any mental illness?
No, sir.
Did you get a copy of the indictment filed in this case?
Yes, sir.
It's my understanding you're going to plead guilty to the lesser included offense in the indictment, that is attempted counterfeiting, a felony of the 5th degree. Is that your understanding?
Yes, it is.
Before I accept your guilty plea, I need to determine that you know and understand the constitutional rights you'll be waiving, the consequences of your guilty plea, and the maximum penalty I could give you. And I need to be satisfied that your guilty plea is being made freely, knowingly, and voluntarily. I'm going to ask you questions. If you don't understand a question, stop me. If you want to talk to Mr. Mulkey some more, let me know, and I'll give you more time. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
You have a constitutional right to have a trial, either to me or to a jury of 12 Lake County citizens. Do you understand that right?
Yes, sir.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes, sir.
If you go to a jury trial, all 12 members must agree to a guilty verdict before you can be found guilty. Do you understand that right?
Yes, sir.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes, sir.
If you go to trial, the prosecutor will call witnesses to testify against you. Do you understand the prosecutor must prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt at a trial?
Yes.
After the witnesses are done testifying for the prosecutor, you have the constitutional right to have your lawyer cross-examine the witnesses. Do you understand that right?
Yes, sir.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes, sir.
If you go to trial, you have the right to have witnesses come here and testify for you. Do you understand that right?
Yes, sir.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes, sir.
If those witnesses refuse to come to court, I'll issue an order called a subpoena to make them come and testify. Do you understand that right?
Yes, sir.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes, sir.
You have the right to testify at trial if you want to. Do you understand that right?
Yes, sir.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes, sir.
You have the constitutional right to not testify at trial if you do not want to. Do you understand that right?
Yes, sir.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes, sir.
If you decide not to testify at trial, nobody is permitted to comment on that decision. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
If you go to trial and you're found guilty, you have the right to appeal the guilty finding. Do you understand that right?
Yes, sir.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes, sir.
If you file an appeal, you have the constitutional right to have a lawyer represent you in the appeal. Do you understand that right?
Yes, sir.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes, sir.
If you could not afford to hire a lawyer, one will be provided at no cost to you. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
If you file an appeal, you're entitled to be given a transcript of all the hearings in this case. Do you understand that right?
Yes, sir.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes, sir.
If you could not afford to copy those transcripts, they'd be given to you at no cost. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
If you plead guilty today, you will not have the right to appeal the guilty finding. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions about any of these rights?
No, sir.
Do you still want to plead guilty to this charge?
Yes, sir.
You understand by pleading guilty, you're fully admitting your guilt to the charge.
Yes, I do.
Do you understand by pleading guilty to this felony, you're voluntarily giving up your freedom for whatever period of time I could sentence you to prison, to jail, or to community control?
Yes, I understand.
The attempted counterfeiting is a felony of the 5th degree. It carries a 12-month maximum prison sentence and a $2,500 maximum fine. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Are you presently on post-release control to the parole authority?
Are you on parole?
Oh, no.
Do you understand that if a prison term is imposed in this case, you might have to serve a period of post-release control for up to 2 years under the parole authority?
Yes, I understand.
If you are placed on post-release control and violate any conditions, the parole authority could return you to prison for up to 9 months for each violation, up to 1/2 of my sentence. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
If that violation of post-release control is a new felony, you could get an additional consecutive prison sentence for the violation. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
And if that were to occur, the maximum prison sentence for the violation would be the greater of 12 months or the time left under post-release control. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand that if a prison term is imposed, you are eligible for judicial release?
Yes, sir.
I could place you on community control for up to 5 years, but if you violate any conditions, I could send you to prison for 12 months. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Has anybody promised you that I would be lenient on you just because you're pleading guilty today?
No.
Has anybody promised you what I will sentence you to in this case?
No.
Do you understand I do not have to follow a sentencing recommendation of either the prosecutor or your lawyer?
Yes, I understand.
Have you had enough time to talk to Mr. Mulkey before pleading guilty today?
Yes, I have.
Has he discussed everything about your case and answered all of your questions?
Yes, he has.
Are you satisfied with the advice he has given you?
Yes, I am.
Have you been threatened or coerced in any way to plead guilty today?
No, I have not.
Are you freely, knowingly, and voluntarily entering your guilty plea?
Yes, I am.
Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
All right, Ms. Horanik, if the case went to trial, what would the evidence show?
Thank you, Your Honor. Had this case proceeded to trial, the state would have proven beyond a reasonable doubt that on August 26, 2025, in Willowick, Lake County, Ohio, the defendant did attempt to commit the crime of counterfeiting, which is defined as purpose to defraud or knowing use, facilitating a fraud, pass, utter, sell, purchase, conceal, or transfer any counterfeit obligation. Specifically on that date, the defendant was driving a vehicle that was going through the drive-thru at the McDonald's in the city of Willowick. The defendant placed an order and handed a counterfeit $20 bill to the cashier in an attempt to pay for the order. The defendant then drove away before anything further could be done. However, the counterfeit $20 bill was retained by McDonald's, and it was found to contain stamps on it that stated replica and for motion picture use only. Thank you.
Mr. Mulkey, anything to add to those facts?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Foster, did you hear what Ms. Horanik said, that the facts would show if the case went to a trial?
Yes.
Are those facts true?
Yes.
All right, what is your plea to the lesser included offense of attempted counterfeiting, a felony of the 5th degree?
Guilty.
Mr. Mulkey?
Thank you, Judge. This is what we went over in the hallway. Go ahead and sign it there. And you can date it 1/29/26.
Now, for the record, I've witnessed the defendant and defense counsel sign the written plea of guilty in open court. I have signed the same document, and I'm now handing it back to the court.
Mr. Foster, is this your signature on the written plea of guilty?
Yes.
Did you sign it voluntarily?
Yes.
Do you want me to accept your written plea of guilty?
Yes, I would like to.
All right, I'll accept the written plea of guilty. Defendant is present with Mr. Mulkey, advised of all of his rights, being a knowing, intelligent, voluntary waiver. He understands the nature of the charge, the consequence of his guilty plea, and the maximum penalty. Find it to be knowing, intelligent, and voluntary. I will accept his plea of guilty. Find him guilty of the lesser included offense of attempted counterfeiting, a felony 5. I'll refer this for a pre-sentence report. Sentencing will be February 25, 3:15 p.m. The bond is continued. Anything else, Ms. Haranek?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Mr. Mulkey?
No, Your Honor.
All right, we're adjourned.
Counselor, I'll send over the paperwork here in a second.
All right.
All right, we're here on 22-538. James P. Case Jr. for a review. What's going on?
Me? Oh, not a whole lot, just staying busy.
What are you doing?
Working a lot. I'm actually, since right before Christmas, I started working 50 hours a week. Just started school for what I'm doing.
Where are you working?
Shaker Numeric,
What do you do?
program and set up CNC machines.
Right. Where are you going to school?
AWT,
Where's
off Tyler. It's a machining program.
Where at?
Menor.
Where, on Tyler somewhere?
Yeah, yeah.
How long is that program?
4 years.
What else you doing?
Helping my mom out. She's been not the greatest of health, but she's okay. But I help her out. My sister's next door, so I help take care of her kids.
Where are you living?
I have my own apartment in Wickliffe,
Where at?
right behind Sweet Berries.
Right behind or right across?
It's right behind. It's off 300th Street.
Oh, okay, I know what you're talking
So
about.
there's like 8 houses, then there's a driveway. Yeah.
Okay. How long you been living there?
3 weeks. Well, I've been there. My mom lives there. I just moved in my own unit. I couldn't get accepted to anywhere else outside of there.
Why not?
Background. And I know the landlord personally, so she vouched for me and got me in.
Okay, you haven't been in trouble since January of '24, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, and I had 2 years of sobriety on the 21st.
21st of January?
Yep.
How's that been?
It's been good.
Better than getting high all the time?
Yeah, I mean, there's been the obvious ups and downs of life, but I've been able to handle it well.
Why is that, do you think? Why have you been able to handle it when you weren't able to handle it in the past?
Because this go around, I wanted it. And where you allowed me to go in Cleveland, that helped out a lot.
Where'd you go?
The Ed Keene Center on 93rd.
How long were you there?
I was there from March till January 13th of 25.
When's the last time you saw Starkey?
Pre-arrest. The day I got arrested.
Let's see. So before this case, nothing as a juvenile. An assault, a theft. Some little stuff, relatively speaking, so. So because of this case, you were getting trouble on the background checks for apartments?
Yeah, because it's still, within 7 years of being sentenced, it still shows up.
Okay. Do you go to AA or NA meetings?
AA,
How many you go to?
3 a week.
You got a sponsor? What's with the beard?
I've had it for 4 years. I shaved it once. And I gained a lot of weight, like prior to shaving it once, and then I realized I didn't have a chin, so I grew it back out.
What are you gonna do when it turns gray? Because he used to have a beard too, but it turned gray, so what are you gonna do then?
It's starting to.
I want the record to reflect I had hair at one point too.
It was a long time
It
ago.
was a long time ago.
That's going back also. But I'm gonna keep it.
So, up until this case, up until 2 years ago, you had been screwing around with drugs on a regular basis, right?
Yes.
So how you doing? Are you doing better now, or were you doing better then?
Oh, I'm doing a lot better now.
Well, it wasn't a trick question.
Yeah, a lot better. My work trusts me. I have a key to the entire building and the alarm codes. They're the ones that are actually paying for my schooling.
Where is that located in Euclid?
Right off 222nd. So when you get off 222nd, take a left, and there's a car shop at the corner, and then I'm right next to it.
Okay. And you've been there for how long?
I've been there for 7 months. When I left that Keene Center, I was at a different place, but I left there. And I was unemployed for 2 weeks, and I got there.
Where were you before that place?
Burton Industries.
And then the schooling, how often is that?
It's in person once a week, and then the rest of the stuff's online.
All right, she thinks you should be off of probation. Kaylee, what do you think?
I think so. I think I'm ready.
All right, well, up until you came here, when was that? 4 years ago, almost 4 years ago?
Yeah, my arrest was May 23rd, 22.
And you got here in July. And I hadn't seen you for a while before that.
Mhm.
And you were, when you came here, you were kind of a pain in the ass little shit, you know that?
I know. I actually apologized to John out in the hallway for how I was.
But clearly things got progressively better, so I think you've accomplished what we set out to try to have you accomplish while you've been on probation. So I'll terminate it at this time. Kaylee tells me your costs are paid and your supervision fees are paid. So I'll file an entry that'll terminate your probation, and you can get on with it and not have to deal with her anymore. So
Actually, I like being under her supervision.
you don't have to lie, Jimmy.
No,
It's all right.
she was tough, but I did.
All right, you're free. Good luck to you.
Thank
okay?
you, I appreciate it.